My name is Nagar, and today I am going to explain you about the radio frequency user interface. And this is the functional and technical both the sides I will explain you. And here we will learn about the DynPro layer, business logic layer, content provider layer, DynPro layer, which is the parent layer in the hierarchy, template screen, child screen, layer services subscreen. And this is my written book. And here I will explain you deeply how many layers we have. And I will explain you. So, and here if we see there, I'm the writer and author of the this document and book. And sub child screen layer, serial shipping container I will cover, SSCC, field add on the RFUI screen. We will see how to add the field. And this is the end-to-end implementation. And we have EAN 18. We will also see code via field runtime by the warehouse workers on the handling unit, full implementation by me. Presentation and the personalization profile we will see. Here we will use the standard presentation profile, which is the star, 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 star. And the uh, personalization profile is the standard one also, which is 2 stars. So the presentation and personalization profile, then we will see a link to the warehouse. Then we will see the template screen, and we will see the presentation profile, and I link the presentation profile, and then I have linked the warehouse in between the three of them. So this is the end-to-end implementation. Also, we will see how we customize the menu manager, how we delete the some kind of property from the screen, how can we add, how can we delete the, for an example, some kind of properties. And also we will see the events, process after input, when user clicks on the button, process before output, how it triggers. Personalization profile means personal to the specific warehouse, specific. Okay, so this is the warehouse related. And we will also see activity picking the product for the warehouse delivery order and bring it to the 8030 work center. So here I will show you the outbound process. So we will pick the material and bring it to the 8030 location work center for sending the goods to the customer. So we will perform this operation by the RFUI, and I will show you the logical transactions. PIB warehouse order means picking by warehouse order, PIB WHO, picking by warehouse order, and by the warehouse uh, order. So PI picking by user who is going to pick and scan the SSCC, which is the serial shipper container code on the handling units. Okay, and we will see the pallet number for the European standards on the handling unit, enhance the EWM table. Okay, we have the standard table forward slash supply chain warehouse management handling unit HDR handling unit header, and we can add the new field. So SSC field we add first, we need to add in the this table to the open structure, and then I will show you how we can enable or disable the field. For an example, a warehouse worker, I there are some fields on the RFUI, but I would like to restrict to the warehouse workers when they are trying to scan, so they will not able to. So we can restrict, like we can disable the fields or enable the fields. So here I will show you how to disable and enable the fields with the material master, and the and also when we disable the material master field, then also we disable the quantity fields, because this is the sense. If we disable the material master, then quantity should be disabled. We have the validation profile. Validation profile means, for an example, a warehouse worker is going to scan. For an example, they want to scan the some kind of handling unit or storage bin. But validation means they are scanning in the warehouse. So when we disable this validation profile, that means warehouse worker, they will not able to scan the particular bin or particular handling unit. Okay. So the validation we can enable or we can disable in the system. Then after I explain line by line. Okay. And also I shown you how we create the APIs, how we use the web services with the OData, and how we use the SICF transaction code to generate the, for an example, in the RFUI, I want the user should be directly jump to the specific particular screen without going through the one by one, like clicking on the outbound delivery, warehouse order, warehouse task, these kind of. Directly, I want to go to the warehouse worker to jump to a particular screen where they can enter the HU number or warehouse order number or warehouse task number to be performed. So we can perform these through the SICF. Okay, this is a T code. And here we do the configuration. Some of the APIs we call this is a technical configuration. And we will understand the based on the we call this is like ITS mobile. I will give you some introduction about the ITS with the SICFT codes. So I will explain radio frequency framework, and now like I am going to explain you the actual need of RF framework in the warehouse or in the business. And suppose you have the big warehouse, and in the big warehouse, we perform the unloading, picking, packing, deconsolidation, any kind of task. For example, staging, loading, counting, quality check for the production. These things are going to be happen in the warehouse. And the first thing is everything is the warehouse. So we cannot put means like everywhere we cannot use the desktop, right? We should use because desktop or like laptop we cannot carry everywhere in the warehouse. So because these kind of complex operations we require a device like mobile device to hold on the phones to scan the bin or like handling unit. Okay, because desktop laptop is heavier compared to mobile devices, RF devices. So this is the benefit, and we should use the RF. And second benefit of the RFUI, we can use RFUI in the mobile devices, which are mostly easy to carry and can be put the pocket movements will be easy, and the same flexibility will not be possible with the desktop.